Hi, good evening, one and all. This is the first class of the PYQ series from Cracku. I hope it will be very useful for the people who are preparing for JEE Mains. So today, since this is the first class, we are taking the most important topic in algebra, sequences and series, and we'll be showing some PYQ questions from this particular topic. So let us begin, guys. So a couple of points. We'll be doing this session live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, alternate days. So 3 days every week we'll be doing this PYQ series where we'll be solving the questions from the previous year question papers of JEE Mains. The timing is from 7:30 p.m. We think it will be about 30 to 40 minutes. So as we go in the future, we'll know exactly. But we are assuming it will be about 30 to 40 minutes. So let us see how it goes. And please like this live stream. It will motivate us to help you more with such videos and things for your preparation in JEE Mains. So let us begin, guys. This is a question on arithmetic progression. I'll give you 1 minute. Just try it. Once you are done with 1 minute, I'll show you how to solve this. If you have any comments or any questions, you can post it in the chat box. Okay, guys, let us see how to solve this problem. Very elementary problem. It just has to do with the general term formula of an AP. As all of you might be knowing, in an arithmetic progression, if the first term is A and common difference is D, the nth term is given by A plus n minus 1 into D. So this is the formula for general term, most basic formula. So let us see what to do here. 19th term of a non-zero AP is given by T19 or A plus 18D. It is given to be 0. So A plus 18D is 0. And we want the ratio of 49th term to 29th term. So let us see what it becomes. T49 by T29. So with this general formula, what is 49th term? A plus 48D upon 29th term will be A plus 28D. Now, can we get this ratio from this one? We have only two variables, but one equation. So you can get A in terms of D here. Substitute this here. Since A is minus 18D, so if you put minus 18D in place of A, we get 48 minus 18, 30D, and 28 minus 10, 10D. So the ratio is 3:1. So third option is the correct answer. Now you might be wondering why I started with such an easy question, but this is in fact a previous year question. So don't always judge that in JEE Mains very, very difficult questions will come. There will be some questions which are very doable. So get your basics first, then see what we can do with it. So this is a direct question on the general term formula. Let us go to the next problem. You have 1.5 minutes to try this. Just go through it and try it for 1.5 minutes. is a formula on the nth term formula and also the sum of the n terms. Couple of formulas here. So in the previous problem, we've already seen the nth term formula of any arithmetic progression is a plus n minus 1 into d, where a is the first term and d is the common difference. Here we have sum of n terms formula. Sum of n terms formula is given by n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So we might need these two formulas for this problem. Let us see. Sn denotes the sum of the first n terms of an arithmetic progression. Sum of the first 10 terms is given as 390, and the ratio of 10th term and 5th term is given as 15:7. So with these two bits of information, we need to calculate the value of S15 minus S5. So let us see. Let's look at S10. Put n is equal to 10 here. We get S10 is equal to 10 by 2 into 2a plus n is 10. So I'll get 90 here. This will be 390. 10 will get cancelled off and we get 2a plus 90 is equal to 78. So we have one equation in a and d. We'll be getting another equation from this. 10th term upon 5th term is given as 15:7. 10th term, if you use this formula, it will be in a plus 90 and 5th term will be a plus 4d. So as you can see, if I cross multiply, I'm going to get another linear equation. So I would be getting 7a plus 63d is equal to 15a plus 60d, or 8a is equal to 3d. 15 minus 7 is 8, 63 minus 60 is 3. So we have a relation between a and d. We shall be using this, and you can solve for a and d. So we have 8a is equal to 3d. Here we have 9d. So 9d I can write as 3 into 3d. Thrice of 3d will become thrice of 8a, that will be 24a. So this will be 24a, or 26a is equal to 78. And from here we get a is equal to 3. If I put a is equal to 3 here, we get d is equal to 8. So in the arithmetic progression, we got the first term and the common difference. Now we can find anything. Now S15 minus S5, you can use this formula, but we'll do it slightly differently. Now from the first 15 terms, I'm removing the first 5 terms. So this will be 6th term onwards to 15th term. So from the first 15 terms, I have removed the first 5 terms. So this is going to be my summation. And as you know, in an AP, the sum of the first term plus last term will be same as second term plus second last, and so on. And here I have 15 minus 5, 10 terms. 10 terms means I have 5 pairs. So this is one pair, second pair, and so on. So each of them will be same. So I can write this as 5 times of T6 plus T15. That is the symmetric sum property of an arithmetic progression. So now if I use my formulas, T6 will be a plus 5d. If I use the general term formula. And similarly, T15 will be a plus 14d. If I simplify, I get 5 times 2a plus 19d. So let's put the values. A is 3, so this will be 6. D is 8. This will be 19 into 8. That would be 80 plus 72, 152. Or 5 into 158. That will be 790. 158 by 2 is 790. Yeah. So 790, third option is the correct answer. So again, for problem based on the direct formula, but there is some working because we have 2 equations. But ultimately, it will boil down to knowing the general term formula and sum of the n terms formula. Before we go to the next problem, announcement, we have already launched the JEE Maths course completely for mains preparation. So people who are in 11th class or 12th class, you can go ahead and enroll it. So we have a complete maths course. You'll have detailed lecture videos for all the topics. You have question banks with more than 10,000 questions, and you have mock tests and everything. You have math rush challenges and everything. So you can go through it, Google it, JEE Maths course for 2027 complete course, and you can enroll it. Let us go to the next problem. This is also a problem on some of the n terms, but asked in a slightly different way. Please understand it properly and then start. Yeah, before we discuss this problem, please like the stream, guys. It'll really motivate us to bringing more such videos to you. So let Sn be the sum of the first n terms. So we have the formula Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Very standard formula. We are given sum of the first 3 n terms is thrice the sum of the first 2 n terms. If that is the case, what is the ratio of S4n by S2n? So let's directly use this result. S3n I can write as 3n by 2 into 2a plus 3n minus 1 into d. 3 into S2n I can write as 2n by 2 into 2a plus 2n minus 1 into d. So some cancellations will happen. 2 will get cancelled off, n will get cancelled off. Here 3 is also getting cancelled off. This 2 will survive. Let us open the brackets. 2a plus 3n minus 1 into d will be equal to, multiply by 2, 4a plus 2 into this will give me 4n minus 2 into d. We get 4a minus 2a is equal to 3n minus 1 minus 4n minus 2 will give me 1 minus n into d. So I got the ratio between a and d, or the relation between a and d. Now with this relation, we are going to find S4n by S2n. So S4n by S2n, again using the Sn formula, I can write as 4n by 2 into 2a plus 4n minus 1 into d by, here n is 2n, 2n by 2 into 2a plus 2n minus 1 into d. I am just replacing the n by 4n and 2n. So here n by 2 will get cancelled off, 1, 2 will get cancelled off. Let us simplify this. 2 into, now this 2a, I will use this result and I will substitute 1 minus n into d. So when I do that, 1 minus n, d I can take common. 1 minus n plus 4n minus 1. 1 minus 1 will get cancelled off. 4n minus n is 3n into d. Here, if I put 1 minus n into d, again d will come out. 1 minus n plus 2n minus 1. 1 will again get cancelled off, and 2n minus n is n. So this nd will get cancelled off, and I'll get the answer as 6. So first option is the correct answer. So again, a direct formula on SN formula, direct problem. But in this particular problem, he is using it in two stages. One is in the given equation, and again in asking this ratio. Again, this is the previous JEE Mains question. Try this problem. So today we'll be looking at only arithmetic progression problems. In the next video, we'll look at some other subtopic, maybe geometric progressions. We try to collect problems from different models. Guys, if you have any doubts, you can post it in the chat box. We'll try to answer. Let's look at this problem. 5 numbers are in arithmetic progression and their sum is 25. Now there is a beautiful symmetric property you can use here. Now when 5 numbers are in AP, their average will be the middle number because they are in arithmetic progression. So if I call this number A, their average is nothing but sum of the numbers by 5. That will be equal to A. And we know that sum is 25. So the average will be 5 and the average 5 should be the middle term. So let us put 5 here. This is the trick to get to the middle term very quickly. So if the common difference is D, you have 5 minus D and 5 minus 2D here and 5 plus D and 5 plus 2D here because it's a symmetric sequence of 5 terms. What else is given? The product is 2520. Now the product will be 5 into A plus B into A minus B is A square minus B square. Same thing here. A plus B into A minus B is A square minus B square. 25 minus 4D square. This is given to be 2520. And one of these 5 numbers is minus half. So the remaining 4 numbers, one of them is minus 1 by 2. Then what is the greatest number among these 5 numbers? So let us try to solve this, get the value of D. This 5 will get cancelled off. We get 504 times. If I open this, I'll get a quadratic in D square. 4D power 4 minus 125 minus 125 D square. 625 minus 504 will be 121. So this is the quadratic in D square which we need to solve. I can clearly see that D square is equal to 1 is a root because sum of coefficients is 0. 4 plus 121 minus 125. Then I'll get the other factor as 4D square minus 121. So I'll get common difference as plus or minus 1 or plus or minus 11 by 2, which is basically 5.5 or 5 plus or minus 5.5. Now look at the case of D being an integer. If D is an integer, all these 5 numbers will be integers and you will not get a fraction. So this is not correct. So let's take 5.5. If I take 5.5, 5 plus 5.5 is 10.5, but the term before it will be minus half or minus 0.5. So you can go with this particular common difference. Whether you take plus or minus, it doesn't matter because the AP will just be reversed. So if you take D is equal to plus half, you'll get like this. If you take minus 5.5, you'll get like this. So the same AP will just invert. So you can take plus 5.5 or minus 5.5. Let us take plus 5.5. He's asking the greatest. So the greatest one will be 5 plus 2D. So 5 plus 2 into 11 by 2 is 11. So the greatest term in the given sequence is 16. So fourth option is the correct answer. So what is this problem about? It is basically a problem in which you can use the symmetry of the arithmetic progression, a small quadratic equation you need to solve, and ruling out one particular answer because he has given a fractional value in one of the terms. So not a difficult problem, but there is a slight decision making at a couple of stages in the problem. Guys, one more important bit of information. Along with the Cracku JEE Maths course complete thing, we have also launched Cracku JEE app for JEE aspirants on Android phones. So you can go to Play Store, you can search for Cracku JEE, and you will find our Cracku JEE app. It will contain free daily tests, topic-wise PYQs. So whatever PYQs you are doing, it will be bifurcated according to topics, and you'll also have tests with time. So it is a very important tool for your JEE preparation. I recommend you go through it. It's a free resource. You can use it to your preparation. Let us go to the next problem, guys. Please try it. Yeah, if you have a doubt, guys, please type in the chat box. We will reply to it. Okay, guys, let's look at it. A1 to A 2024 is an arithmetic progression such that A1 plus A5 plus A10 plus A15 and so on till A 2020 plus A 2024 is 2233. Then what is the sum of the first 2024 terms in this particular sequence? So on first look, it is looking like a problem based on sum of n terms formula. Actually, it is. You can use SN formula to do this problem, but we'll slightly change the method of approach and we'll try to use it with symmetric property of the arithmetic progression. So if you have these terms in the arithmetic progression, sum of the first and last term will be same as sum of the second and second last term and so on. So I have A1 plus A 2024 is equal to A2 plus A 2023 and so on. This sum will always be same. So what I'll do is I'll assume that this sum is some lambda. So as long as the sum of indices is 25, the sum of the two terms will always be lambda. So I can also write this as lambda is equal to am plus an whenever m plus n is 25. So this symmetric property we'll try to use in this problem and see what we can do with it. Now here a1 plus a 2024, this will be lambda. a5 plus a 2020, the sum is again 2025 here. So sum of these two terms will again be lambda. Same, this is again an AP. So here before this, we'll have A 2115. So here and here, the sum is again lambda. So like this, we have sums of lambda is equal to 2233. So this is basically the crux of the given condition. Now, how many lambdas are there? So if you observe, initially I have 5, which is basically 5 into 1. Here I have 2020, which is 5 into 404. So inside this bracket, I have 1 to 404, 404 terms, and 2 more terms here. So total I have 406 terms. Now I am breaking them into pairs, right? This is one pair, this is one pair, and so on. So 406 terms will reduce to 203 pairs, half of it. So I have 203 lambdas here. So this will reduce to 203 lambda is equal to 2233. Now 203 into 11 will give me 2233. So this will cancel 11 times and we get lambda is equal to 11. So that symmetric sum we are talking about, that is 11. Now what is he asking? He is asking the sum of all these terms. Again we'll use the symmetric property. 1 plus 2024 is 2025. So again the symmetric property will be triggered. So this will be, this sum is lambda, this sum is lambda, and so on. Now here I have 2024 terms. So it will come down to 1012 pairs. Each pair is lambda, so the answer will be 1012 lambdas, or 1012 into 11. So this is going to be the answer. So when you multiply by 11, I get 2, 3, 1, 1, and 1. So 11,132 is going to be the answer for this particular problem. So as you can see, it can be done using SN formula as well, but if you use the symmetric property, the problem will be boiled down to a simple problem in one variable. Let us go to the next question, guys. Please try this. If you have any questions, please type in the chat box. We'll take it from there. A problem linked to geometry application. You need to know a small geometric result to understand this. Guys, please like the stream. It will help us to, it will really motivate us to get more videos like this to you. Okay guys, let us look at this problem. The interior angles of a polygon with n sides are in arithmetic progression with common difference 6. So let us say the n sides, we don't know what is the first term. So let us say the common first term is a, and we are given that the common difference is 6. Let us measure everything in degrees. If the largest interior angle So largest means we are looking at the nth term. I'm assuming the AP to be increasing AP because we have common difference positive. So largest term will be the last term, that is given to be 219 degrees. Then we need to find the value of n, or what is the number of vertices or angles of the polygon. So let us see. So here we have two cases, two conditions rather. Nth term formula we can use our general term formula, n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So I'll use that and I'll equate it to 219. Here d is 6, so I'll put 6 here. So there is a slight cancellation of 2 here. I see a 2 common factor. So I'll get a plus 3 into n minus 1 is equal to 219. So there is one relation between a and n. Now what could be the other relation between a and n, because we have two variables. So the other relation will be sum of all the angles, interior angles of a polygon. So sum of all interior angles in any n polygon is given by n minus 2 into 118 degrees. So how can we use it here? Now we know that all the angles are in AP. So this is nothing but Sn of that AP, T1 plus T2 and so on till Tn. So we shall try to use the Sn formula. I'll get 180 into n minus 2 is equal to n by 2 into, I'm sorry, this is the nth term formula. This should be a plus n minus 1 into d. The Sn formula will come here. So here d is 6. So I can write this as a plus 6 into n minus 1 is equal to 219. I see a minus 6 here. Let me send the constant to the other side. We get a plus 6n is equal to 225. So that is one relation between a and n. So here let us use Sn formula. So this is Sn. So this will be 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So this is what we will get. So after cancellation of 2, we get n into a plus 3 into n minus 1. This is 180 times n minus 2. So let me see what I can do here. 180n minus 360 is equal to an plus 3n square minus 3n. Now we have another equation in a and n. So from here, let me take the value of a. So I would get 225 minus 6n into n plus 3n square minus 3n. So we get a quadratic in n. Let us simplify this. So we get 225n minus 6n square plus 3n square will become minus 3n square. This minus 3n square will come here and it will become 222n. So if I simplify this, I get 3n square. 180 minus 22 will be minus 42n. Minus 360 is equal to 0. I see a 3 common factor. Let us cancel it. N square minus 14n minus 120 is equal to 0. So how do you split this into two factors? 120 we have a into c. 120 I can write as 20 into 6. Their difference is 14. So I can write this as n minus 20 into n plus 6 is equal to 0. Now n is the number of sides of the polygon. It can be negative. So the number of the sides of the polygon should be 20. So it's a polygon of 20 sides. So that is going to be the answer. So that's it, guys. I hope you like the PYQ stream. So we'll be doing this PYQ live stream on every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 3 days a week. It will be live. We'll be doing old questions from PYQs. So that will help your JEE preparation. And we'll start the session on 7:30 p.m. on these 3 days. We hope you like the stream. Please join us for the next stream. Bye.